Hello everybody, how are we doing? Just doing a quick mic check. If you can let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Can anybody hear me out there? The music is probably going to be a little bit too loud. Let me drop that down. Oh, sounds good. Thank you, Pete. Thank you. Cool. Yeah, we'll be starting soon. Cool. Right. Thanks, Miss Love. Yeah, and thank you, Miss Love, for the... I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Yeah, thank you for the €5. That is awesome, my friend. That is really good. So yeah, really appreciate that. So yeah, hopefully we'll start soon. And yeah, haven't done a live stream before. This is very weird. This is very weird indeed. But yeah, okay, right. I'll just go check a couple of things. So I'll be back in a bit. Right, hello everybody. How are we doing? Oh, hang on, music is still playing. Hold on a moment. There we go. Right, okay. Hope everybody is doing well. So we've got Miss Love in the chat. We've got Pete. Hi, Pete. Miss Love, thank you for the €5. That is awesome already. Wow. Okay. So yeah, welcome everybody to this live stream. So this is a first for me, brand new. Hopefully things are going to go well. So the reason why I'm doing it is we've hit 4,000 subscribers. That's crept up on me. Yeah, wow. And I hope you're all doing well at the moment. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to play around with some WinUAE, I think, and yeah, just have a general chit chat of Amiga stuff. So yeah, how is everybody doing? Let's open up WinUAE. There we go. I think there's a bit of a delay on the chat. I'm not used to this. So we've got WinUAE loaded up, got the latest version 4.2 10.1 loaded up. And as you can imagine by the title of this video, we're going to do an Amiga 4000 setup. And I thought, okay, yeah, let's do it in WinUAE as well. I think we're going to do Amiga OS 3.2.2 because that's pretty new as well. Ricardo 74, all good, cool, that's good, brilliant. Welcome. So yeah, we're gonna play around with WinUAE, do some emulation. Somebody in one of the previous videos that I did said that they wanted to see a setup all from scratch of Amiga OS 3.2.2, so I thought, yeah, why not? And then I had the crazy idea of doing a live stream, which I'm probably gonna regret. But yes, let's go for it. So yeah, let's go through the setup. So we've got Amiga 4000. Now the choice, shall we go with a 030 processor or an 040 processor? Good question. We're definitely not going with the Cyberstorm PPC. Yeah, sorry, not doing that today. Let's go with an 030. Let's not be too greedy. And then let's go through the configuration and stuff. So that hasn't actually done anything because I didn't click the set configuration. Remember to click the set configuration. Oh, Miss Love. First of many, one should hope. Streams, I mean. Well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. No 60. You want an 060? Okay, let's do an 060. this see how that goes. I mean, we'll go to do Amiga OS 3.2.2, so yeah, that should work. So okay, chipset. It's picked up the EGA chipset. That's awesome. Let's go to ROMs. Now we're not going to do a 3.1 ROM. That's old hat. That's old. Practice makes perfect. yeah. This is definitely practice. So you're going to see all my failings that I edit out of the videos. You do know that. So yeah, I've warned you. There's a lot of editing that goes into my videos. The word all the time, actually. I hate that about me because yeah, I struggle with like forming a sentence. I go and just when I'm editing videos, it's just like okay, delete the yeah. But yes, anyway, I'm going off tangent. What was I doing? Oh yeah, OS 3.2. I've downloaded 3.2.2 already. The update. Let's go to ROMs, and it's an A4000. That's the latest ROM at the moment, 47.111. Cool. Right, so that's added. Right, RAM. Okay, so what have we got? 060. So yeah, that's 32-bit, isn't it? So we should be using 03 RAM. A gig. Oh, hang on. No, that'd be too crazy, wouldn't it? 128 meg. I think that would be pretty good. And as well, I've got the CD of Amiga OS 3.2, so we've got to add that. So let's get the CD and select image file. Amiga OS 32. There we go, that's added. I think you have to tick that as well, if I remember rightly, to make sure it boots up. Expansions. Do I want any expansions at the moment? I want RTG, definitely. I think we're going to go with that later on, up it to, I don't know, 8 megabytes would do. Then on to the host side of things. So I'm just going to make sure that I set to full window. make sure I've got it on the right monitor as well. You're all being pretty quiet in the chat. Hopefully I'm doing this all right. Sound enabled, yeah. Game ports, yeah. We might do some gaming later. We might do. Ricardo 74 2091. Oh. 2091. What was that? That was need a GVP Spectrum card as well. Okay, maybe later. Yeah, we'll wait and see. So IO, yeah, all that, yeah. Pretty much half of this stuff probably don't know. Actually, the important part, actually, in filtering, yeah, filtering definitely to make WinUAE look a little bit better. And I'm on a 1080 screen. I set this to no scaling, and then I put the horizontal size to 2x and 2x. Set this to not automatic, but 16:9, and then that tends to be pretty good and a nice sharp picture. And it's SCSI. It's a SCSI controller, of course. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, actually, yeah, we need to add a hard drive. That's an important thing. Yeah, so add hard drive file. Right, what size are we going to go with? 500 meg. No, not 500 meg. Let's go with a whole gig. And then, oh, you've seen that I've practiced. Shh. Ignore that file up there. 3.22-2. There we go. Enigma, same as me, no scaling and a 2x. Yeah, it's pretty good setting to go with. Highly recommend it. Because yeah, all the other modes in the filtering, they seem to do weird things, and yeah, it seems those are good settings to go by. So there we go. We've got DH0. Cool. There we go. Our hard drive's added. We've added our CD-ROM as well. I think that's about it. Are we good? I'm going to pause for a moment because I feel like I'm really rushing this and everything. I don't know what you do in live streams. I need to chill out a bit more, I think, actually. Let's go back to the chat. How are we doing? Are we all okay with that setup? Are we happy with that so far for an Amiga 4000? Or an 060 processor? That cost a lot, that 060 processor. Clicking that. A lot. Silence. I think everybody's happy. Did you enable RDB? I don't think I did I? Actually, no, I don't think we're going to. That's just going to be a single partition, I think. I'm going to add some. Actually, I'm going to add some extra directories. Let's go to music. That's showing off an upcoming video that's going to be coming out at some point. What am I looking for? The tools. I'm looking for tools. There we go. Let's put that as DH1. Volumes, tools. So what we got? So far, so good. Thanks. Cool. That's good. Right. RAM was expensive back in the day. 120 megabyte. Yes, definitely. I mean, back in the day. So Amiga 1200, brilliant machine. I never managed to get any expansions at all for it until like 2017. So, you know, not too long ago, about 5 years ago. But yeah, during the 90s, Amiga 1200, no expansions at all, no extra memory. I ran a CD-ROM drive off of it as well, and I remember that used to take up a whole megabyte just having the CD-ROM drive on there. So I only ended up with 1 MB of RAM left over on that A1200. But yeah, you just made do with what you could get, really, and yeah, that was my Amiga 1200. Just bog standard Amiga 1200. Awesome machine though. I've still got it to this day, as you probably know if you've watched my other videos. Back in the day, my best Amiga was a 2000 with two floppies. Wow. Oh, and the 1064S monitor. Yeah. So that's the thing with me. It was a TV that I had to stick with, and as well, it had a mono speaker. So I never experienced the awesomeness of stereo sound with the Amiga until much later, until I realised, oh, those phono leads at the back, I can plug that into my hi-fi, and oh my god, it's stereo. Yeah. So yeah, it was for a long while, yeah, Amiga 1200 and a TV with a mono speaker. I think it was like a 14-inch TV as well. So yeah, that was awesome. Right, okay, let's add the tools, because that's got some extra things in there. What else do we need? Only had an Amiga 500. Amiga 500 was awesome. I tell you what, that was my first experience of an Amiga. Was went round a friend of my dad's, and his son just had this machine in the dining room, and at the time I had a Commodore 64. So I should rewind a bit. So my history of machines is Commodore 16 from very young age. That's like the first computer I remember. Then Commodore 64 after that. And then, yeah, went round friends, and he showed off this computer that he got, and it was like, oh my god, it's like floppy disks. Where are the cassette tapes that go into this? And oh my god, wow, this loaded really quick. And it was like the images as well that came out of this Amiga 500. It was mind-blowing at the time, especially from experiencing a Commodore 64. Yeah, Commodore 64 in 84. Yeah. So, yeah, Amiga 500, awesome machine. So, it's just that, sadly, Commodore didn't sort of like move on with the technology, really. They became a little bit stale in, and the PC market, formed, and, the rest is history. So, the C128. Yeah, I've not tried one of those. So did that have floppy drive, or was that still cassette? The C128. Always booted to a C64 to play games. Oh, right, on the C128. So I guess it was kind of like a dual boot mode then. So I guess you had like better like basic version on the C128 then. 1571 drive was for the... Ah, right, okay, so you did have floppy drive. Okay. So at least that was better than cassette tape. But yeah. Cool. So, anyway, yeah, welcome everybody. Actually, I should see how many people are actually watching at the moment. Oh, wrong screen. How are we doing? Oh, 11 people. Okay, cool. Welcome all. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, we're playing with WinUAE at the moment. We're going to make an Amiga 4000 setup. And if you haven't realised already, I'm new to streaming. This is weird for me. I just make tutorial videos and highly edit them. So yes, my dad gave it to me to be more productive instead of playing games. Okay, I'm guessing you played loads of games. Just booted it into the Commodore 64 mode, eh? Okay. Cool. So, we're good, aren't we? I think we're good to go. So, I think we're going to always remember to save your configs, people. Always remember to save your configs. E4000. There we go. And let's press start. So I guess there was a few games that benefited from the 128k of memory. Oh, where have we got already? Oh, it's not a DOS disk. Oh, you're booting from the hard drive. I've put the CD in. Didn't I put the CD in? I'm sure I put the CD in. Yeah, there we go, I have. Oh, do I need to do... I need to do the trick where I hold down both left and right mouse buttons, don't I? And then we get the boot menu. Hello, boot menu. There's the CD. There we go. I want to use that one, please. And boot. But yeah, first experience with Amiga was Amiga 500. And then I think I nagged my parents for Amiga. After that quite a bit, and yeah, my first Amiga was Amiga 600, and still haven't got it, but I've got obviously an Amiga 600 that I purchased not too long ago. So yeah, we're in the Amiga pre-installation environment. Brilliant. We're booted up. So yeah, that little trick, if you didn't know, you've got a hard drive mounted in WinUAE and you want to boot from the CD. When you click start, just hold down the left and the right mouse button at the same time and you get into that nice boot menu, and then we can start doing stuff. So yeah, let's format this system. I don't want a trash can. International mode, long file names, quick format. Done. There we go. Awesome. Got 4 gig. That's good. So let's go through the setup. Start here. And then it mounts the discs for you. And yeah, it explains it all nice and clearly for you. Go to the install. Go to the install. I'm going to go to English British because that's what I am, and yeah, we go proceed. Always choose intermediate. Yes. Actually, can I go back? I was going to choose the expert. Oh, I've chosen it now. Never mind. Which partition would you like to install it on? I'd like to choose it on the system, please. Proceed. All those printers that will probably come in handy, and key maps. I'm just going to... It needs a button actually to sort of like have like unselect all, because I've got to go through and click all of these. There we go, and proceed. So let's look back on the chat. How we got? So GOS was spectacular on the 128, as observed on my friend's setup. I was using on the C64. GOS. I haven't played with that, so I need to check that out. Maybe. Would you like some Commodore 64 stuff? Some videos, because yeah, I wouldn't mind exploring that. That would be pretty good. My first was 500, but then got the 1200. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I went from 600 to 1200. Last year sold my Commodore 64 bread bin. Oh no! And the 600 and 1200. I've said that she doesn't understand those old keyboards. Oh, and in a fit of rage, sold them all. That makes me sad myself. That does. I hope you have got some Amigas still left. I mean, if not, you've got emulation. Yeah. I just install them. It's easier. I still got some Amigas. Sadly, no big box ones. Yeah, I've never owned a big box Amiga. I think that was very much an American thing. I didn't know anybody here in the UK that had a big box Amiga, because they were quite expensive bits of kit, weren't they? Really, the big box Amigas. They were designed for businesses, weren't they? Really. And you know, throw in a gen lock and everything, and you know, so it's used in the TV industry and stuff at the time. So. Glows. Right, okay, we've got a question, folks, here. I'm going to leave this up to you. Are we going to go with glow icons or not? Yes or no? If you install glow icons, I unsub. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so that's one vote of no. Never big box Amigas, but now I do and love them better than the small. Oh, okay. But yeah, I can't afford one now. Prices are just too stupid. Yeah, I am all emulation these days. Price of Amiga is disgusting. Yeah, agree. Yeah, the price of Amigas are disgusting. Yeah. Okay, Daniel. I totally get the. I think I'm pressing the no. We're going with the no. Don't worry. There we go. Yes, plenty of RAM. Yes, we've definitely got plenty of RAM. So yeah, when I did the video of this, I think I did it the weird way in that sort of like I just got all of the ADF files and I put the discs in one by one in WinUAE. For some reason, I didn't think it's like I'll just use the CD. So yeah, much faster. Yeah, definitely is flying. Right, this system is running a 32-bit 03040, definitely the 060, which may require specific CPU libraries. It will. Please consult the manual of your CPU board. Okay, right, we've got to dig out the WinUAE manual, folks. Sport discs that came with the CPU board. Okay, I've got to get my AMD manual as well. Amiga OS 3.0 provides generic replacement library tools that might work with CPU boards, MMU libs. Yeah, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. What's the worst that's going to happen? Right, okay, and we're complete. Awesome. So, F12, select eject our CD, and let's give it a reboot. I got triggered there for a moment. I'm sorry, Daniel. I am so sorry. Please insert the install 3.0. Oh, it didn't do it for me. Oh. Then install the CPU libraries of the CPU board vendor are suitable. So what we need to do. I've booted into a fail-safe mode. Whoop. I've got to put that disk in again, haven't I? Oh, so irritating. There's the tools. Why is it all the way down there? Weird. And the CD's decided to like just go all the way down there. Right, folks, let's all do our snapshots. Okay. Install. Right. Start here. Install. Proceed. We need to install the CPU support libraries. Or, sorry, Daniel, was it that glowstone I had? No. Glowstone even? Glow icons. CPU support libraries. Proceed. So let's have a look at the chat. Oh, hang on. I'll click on yes on this because there we go. Yeah. And then other. Yeah, okay, and then it will proceed when it reboots. Okay, let's have a look at the chat. That's what my 1200 was once I was finished, but sold it all in 99 to get a PC. Yeah, a lot of people did it. They sold their Amigas for PCs. Really, to be fair, so, you know, the early PCs, you know, got fond memories of Windows 95 and 98. They were good machines, you know. The craze was multimedia, and yeah, the Amiga was behind on that, the whole multimedia stuff, and that's how PCs won. Right, okay, cool. Right, you're chatting amongst yourselves, which is awesome. Right, okay, let's proceed. I checked that CD. I didn't. Oh. Okay, cool. There we go. Right. Actually, I've just realised the aspect ratio is all out of whack. Does that filter again? Keep aspect ratio. No, not that one. Knew I'd done it wrong. It's disabled. It's disabled. There we go. That looks better. Okay. So we've got our system. Woo! So, got 3.2. But, of course, we need to go with 3.2.2. Which should be... Is it in here? Is it in here? No. There's a mess of stuff in there. Let's go to floppies. So 3.2.2, and then yeah, I need the update one. Turbo. Cool. Right. Install. So we're installing the update, folks, just to let you know what we're doing. So we're going from 3.2 to 3.2.2. So as this says, proceed. Expert. Claim to be an expert. Here we go. Installing the system, definitely. And yeah, we want to, should we move it to the old folder? Yeah, just move it. So, oh, we got a donation. We got a donation. Thank you very much. Congrats on the 4K subscriber arenas. Ah, thank you very much. R Amber 2022. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, R Amber. Any relation to Rachel Amber at all that I know? Nope. Got it in the loft. Oh, hang on. I've got to rewind through some of the messages. You see, streams are easy. You got to say Chat almost to yourself. Yeah, and I do tend to chat to myself quite a lot. So yeah, this will probably help. But yeah, this is really weird doing a live stream. So hopefully I'm doing all right. Currently have a 3000 and a pair of A2000s that need some repair TLC. Own Amiga 1000, but haven't since it's got to move away. I hope it's relative's basement. So Pete, yeah, I'm sure many people have told you, Pete, replace those caps. Not sure on the Amiga 3000, but yeah, sort of like there was that era of caps leaking. So yeah, if you've got them in storage, try and check on them as soon as you can. Right, okay, and Pascal, hi, can you show next time how to install Amiga OS 4.1 update 2? Oh, okay, yeah, that's definitely Amiga OS 4.1 is something that I want to play with at some point. So it's not too hard to do. Cranked on 4K market. Thank you very much, Vaz. Vartas are the killer. Yes they are. Oh, I've got to put in a disk, and I ain't got any extra floppy drives, so we're just doing it one by one. Classes. And it should pick it up then. There we go. Batteries and caps are a nightmare. They are. I mean, if you haven't watched my Amiga 500 Plus, trying to save that with the Varta battery leaking over the board, recommend looking at that. I think that was part 1 of the Amiga 500. See, the thing is, that was about 5 years ago now, that video. It seems such a long time ago. But yeah, Disk Doctor. We're putting that one in. And then, wow, that was quick. And the locales, UK. Cool. Installation of update 3.2.2 is now complete. To enable release 3, you must reboot the Amiga. What if I don't want to? What if I don't want to reboot? I guess I have to. So, ejected the disk, hit reset. So the 2000 is known to be the problem child out of the big box Amigas. Oh, that's good to know, Enigma. Okay, yeah, so 2000. So maybe it's safe with the 3000. But then, yeah, wouldn't risk it. I mean, the A1200, I had caps replaced and everything. But the Amiga 500 Plus that I've got, I haven't bothered with replacing the caps because they're all through-hole caps, which seem to be more reliable. It's the kind of small surface mount caps that are the nightmare. Right, so we're up to 3.2.2, folks. That's good. That was nice and easy. Let's sort out. Actually, I'm going to eject the disk. Let's eject the disk. Drag this tools up because for some reason it doesn't want to play with all the friends up here. Right, okay, here we go. Snapshot. Okay. Oh, and as well, backdrop. Getting rid of that. There we go. That's much neater. Well, actually, tools need to be over there, I think. Cool. So what have we got in the tools? Yeah, we've got a ton of stuff in here. Let's tidy up. Let's clean up by column. snapshot again. So I think what we're going to do first is best classic WB. What do we say to that? Installing that, yeah. It's a nice pack to update Amiga OS 3.2. It gives a lot of nice extras and stuff to the system. So let's have a look at the chat. From what others have described to me, the A600 and A1200 has more capacitor issues because of those weird early 90s yes, the small surface mount caps. And Shadow Eagle, hello Shadow Eagle. Back in the days, my Amiga 500 died the same way. Vata was broken and the Amiga in the basement for a long time, so there was no more help possible. That's sad. That is sad. I would like to double check. I would double check the 500 plus. Oh, my 500 plus. Those through programs can be deceptive. Okay. They look fine, but they can be spilling their guts with no visible damage. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll need to get around to doing that then. So, I don't know how much of a delay this chat is, but have we made a decision on we're going to have best classic WB? Shall we go that route? Somebody say yes, please. If not, I'm going to say yes for you. I'm going to pretend somebody said yes. So, best classic WB is a simple script. It is, well, it's a good script. So yes, we're going to install it. And Baz, yeah, go on. Okay, we're going. Miss Love, you're the boss. Oh, okay. I guess that's the point. Nobody else has got control over this mouse cursor than me. So yeah. But I'm welcome to input on this. That's what all these live streams are about. It's about chatting with you guys, which is good. Right, okay, that was super fast. This 060 is pretty good, isn't it? Mainly because I've got the JIT compiler on, but the 060 is pretty good. Right, okay. Yeah, we've got all. Didn't put any floppy disks in there, no. Okay, so let's give it a reboot. Bit slow this install. Yeah, I know. It's a bit slow. And oh, look at that. Look at that, folks. That is much better, isn't it? So, what have we got down the bottom? So we've got the Snoopy. We've got Snoop DOS. We've got Dopers for all of our file stuff, which is good. We got Amiga Amp. No, Eagle Player, not Amiga Amp. Eagle Player, which is good. We've got some kind of find tool, simple find. If I type in startup, does it find that? I hope it does. Oh wow, actually it's found quite a lot. Startup sequence anyway. That's what I was thinking of anyway. If I double click on that, does it? Oh, it actually opens the file. That's quite. I might actually start using that. That's quite handy just for quickly loading up stuff. And it's got an unpacker as well. Okay. Obviously our nice shell. And another. Oh, that's multi-view. I was going to say another find tool. No, it's just bog standard multi-view. And then we've got text edit. That looks awesome. And Voodoo X. And oh, this is for unpacking stuff as well. Yeah, which is good. And we don't push the red button. I've been told that we never push the red button. So there we go. Okay, so that's all done. Where's my tools gone? Where's my tools gone? Is it? Oh, there it is. There we go. Actually, we'll move it over there because... Oh, we've lost the thing. Brr. I'm breaking things already. Snapshot all again. So I wish the Minimic core was as good as WinUAE. I mean, the Minimic core is pretty good. The red button is iGame. Yes, it is iGame, but we don't push the red button. Okay. So, but thank you, Benny Boy. Yeah, it is a stupid icon. I think the build in 3.2 search tool is pretty snappy. Search tool. So is that this, or is there a find tool in this as well? Oh, hang on. If we're going 3.2, is there a find tool in here? Oh, it's just got the simple find. Oh, so that's the same icon. So, oh, hang on. No, this is different. This is different. So if I do start up, seems a bit slower. Definitely a bit slower. And as well, it didn't find it. Did I type it in wrong? No. Sequence. Definitely, it's got the word sequence with the exact name. Sorry, folks, I'm being dumb. Whose name contains. Yeah, and then it finds it. Actually, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, and it's finding the other stuff. So yeah, find files. Yeah, that's quite handy. One video that I do want to do at some point, and it's an area that's definitely kind of I haven't seen anybody do a video on, and that's actually backups on the Amiga, backup systems, and that'll be using real Amiga hardware, because obviously if you're using WinUAE, backups are very easy because you're just using the host. But yeah, actual backup systems within the Amiga operating system, I think that'll be a good thing to cover in the future. So yeah, that's on my list. Backups are always important. Red button is shut down on other distros I've played around with. Yeah, it does. It looks like a power button, doesn't it, Benny? Yeah. Yeah, I don't look at that and think, oh, that's a game. I mean, yeah, if you got the... Is it a red button on the Competition Pro? It is, isn't it? I'm just looking around to find a Competition Pro now. Yeah, it's red. It's the zip stick that's a different colour. Yeah, Competition Pros are red. So maybe they were thinking, oh yeah, sort of like button for that maybe. But yeah, I think they need to redesign the icon a little bit better. So yeah, we've got the find tool. What else have we got in here? Got our shell, mounter. So this is a really handy tool in that if I can use it properly. Update, no. Oh, actually, I think you double click on. So like, for example, if I had an ADF, I double click on it and it would mount on here. So you don't, if you're on a real Amiga, you don't have to keep on writing disks all the time. In this version of Workbench, you can mount virtual floppy drives and things. So that's what mounter is. So what extra things? We've got some internet stuff in here, some Miami DX, Tools, what we got under the tools. Yeah, pretty much. It's a nice selection of tools, definitely. And then yeah, under programs itself, this is the more interesting stuff. So yeah, you've got Song Player, which I don't think this plays mod tracks, if I remember rightly. I think this is more for your kind of CD stuff. And then Deli Tracker as well for mod music. And Eagle Player is a good one as well. TSGUI, that's handy if you've got using a real Amiga. You can then start ripping games from DF0 to ADFs. And then yeah, it comes with a version of P-Paint, which is nice. There we go. Yeah. But yeah, definitely that's classic WB, or best classic WB. That's pretty good. So let's have a look at the chat again. Can you run this on other languages than English? I think so. Hopefully it takes the language from the original, because you've got a language option when you install in Amiga OS anyway. And then, yeah, hopefully Best Classic WB will pick up that. I don't know. Hopefully somebody in the chat will know and be able to answer that. Is the CD file system built in, or does it require a third-party file system? No. I'm pretty sure it's built into 3.2 because yeah, I can literally just put in, there we go, there's the CD, but then I'm using emulation, so maybe that's not a true representation. I guess it depends. Like if you're using real hardware, I'm sure, yeah, maybe you have to do something. Okay, so we've got a nice install here. I think we're going to go with WHD load next. Let's install that. So I've downloaded that already. Let's go through the expert install and copy it to the C folder. Proceed. Still overwriting. We're overwriting version 1.2 with version 1.2. Skip. 1.6 is the same. 5.0 is the same. Oh, of course, because does this pack install WHD load automatically? It must do, yeah. But anyway, we've got a more up-to-date version of WHD load, so yeah, let's just install that anyway. And yeah, that's CD32. Yeah, okay, and proceed, and yeah, help. So we're installing that. So we're upgrading to the latest version of WHD load as well. Cool. But with WHD load, it's not just that we need to do. If we go into devs, got our kickstarts, and there's nothing in there at all. It's not really a directory. Then let's make it a directory. Oh, it exists. Hang on. What? So I can't go into this folder. What am I doing wrong? Right, somebody in the chat asked me why I can't answer why I can't get into this folder. Let's have a look. Amiga AMT missing there. 18.9 beta is the latest version. Oh, is there? Oh, okay. Right. Might have to go and get that. Let me go and grab that now on my other screen. talk among yourselves while I do that. Download beta versions. And there it is. Yes, I want to download it into that tools folder. Cool. So then if I go back into tools, do a update. So that's one thing I like with actually, Classic WB, the right click. It's just so convenient to just right click on a folder and then you can do stuff. So I want to update the window. Right, and then it should be in here somewhere. No, I need to show all files. There it is, freshly downloaded. And yeah, with this WinUAE, yeah, we can just extract it. So it's probably ended up somewhere. Oh, if I go do another update, where's it? Put it in. Actually, let me delete this folder. Come on, delete it, please. Right, so any replies to try dope says, oh, okay, yeah, thank you. There's a info file for the drawer, but not the actual directory. Oh, okay. In text mode and see how it appears. Yeah, let's go to the command line. Let's open up a new shell. CD into devs. List of directory. So yeah, there's our kickstart.info, but yeah, so if I typed in kickstarts, no. Can I make a directory? Kickstarts. I'm typing the wrong thing. Make dir. Okay, let me just delete the kickstarts.info. Oh. Not doing good today, am I? What? Somebody help me here. Right. It says not really a directory. Hello. Hello, Redshaw. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Apologies. You extracted to RAM. Oh, the did I? That's embarrassing if I did. No, it's not. Oh yeah, it's in RAM. Thank you. There it is. Oh. And then I've just got to copy over. So there's not an install program. I guess because it's the dev version, they expect people to know what they're doing. Yeah. I do know what I'm doing, honestly. And I'm probably triggering somebody by not using Dopus. So, okay. Yeah, so cool. So did I delete? Got this Kickstarts folder is causing problems. So I've got Kickstarts. Oh, because did it make... What is going on? Kickstarts. Delete Kickstarts. Deleted. Right, make a directory. Do it, please. I think it did it. I think it did it, folks. Fantastic. There we go. It didn't make an info file, Oh, but never mind. So, devs. I apologise to all the people that are probably screaming at the screen at the moment. Right, okay. Got our kickstarts. Do you know what? Let's stop messing around. Let's stop messing around. Let's just use Dopus. Come on. Dear me. Just can't get the staff. Tools. How are we doing? Pete, this is all a refresher to me since I haven't used Workbench since the 90s. Oh, okay. If you're taking this as a tutorial, oh boy, okay. Hopefully you're enjoying it. So, yeah. Let's... what am I trying to do? What am I trying to do? S-kick. There we go. So, yeah, basically... Yay, about time. Okay, Baz. Yeah, sorry. I know I'm slow. I'm catching up. All right. So basically, yeah, if we're installing WHD Load, we need the kickstarts. So what I've done beforehand, the kickstart folders, you've got all of these files here, and particularly these files just here that I'm highlighting. There's one further down. Yeah, that one that ends in the A1200. Then you got the A500 and that one there. I've basically copied the ROM file. So if I go to, I've got too many windows open. I'm going to go to WHD Load website. If you go to Docs, go to English Requirements, this is the page that you want here, which will help you. So you go to, basically you get the Amiga Kickstart ROM for 1.2, 1.3. So these are all in your Calanto pack that you've got or you've got elsewhere. And you have to copy them and rename them to these names here. So yeah, so if we go back in here, that's what I've got in here. So what we need to do is we need to go to our devs. Oh, and I've lost the chat. I can't see the chat anymore. Chat, where have you gone? There we go. Right. I've clicked out of that. So yeah, we just need to copy the kickstarts to kickstarts there. So if I, with this side selected, choose copy. It already exists, yes, but replace. Why hey, there we go. All the stuff's in there. Okay, should have done that in the first place. That would have been a heck of a lot faster, and you are all probably screaming at me to do that. Right, let's have a look at the chat. When I had my 1200, I pretty much lived in Dopus. It's such a powerful program. It is. It really is. You can get really efficient with it, with basically moving files around and opening stuff up. There was a PC version of Dopus. There is, yeah. I think it's being supported to this day on the PC platform. So yeah, use a similar, more basic program in 1992 called DoTill. The other one that I used that was on a cover magazine was Diskmaster. I know Maddie really likes Diskmaster on that, but I've just used Dopus. So Benny Boy, an early version of Dopus came on Amiga computing cover disk, and I used it ever since. Yeah, those. See, that's the thing. Amiga magazines, you got so many good things from those. That's something that's just doesn't really happen nowadays. You know, sort of like just getting software on cover discs or magazines. But yeah, you got some really good software. I know it was probably like an older version of the software, but it was really good. Directory Works is okay too. Got me out of a couple of sticky situations. Directory Works. Haven't heard of that one, Enigma. Haven't heard of that one. So let's open up a new shell. Just type in WHD load. Check what version we've got. Yes, we're on 18.9. Excellent. So that's all good. Choose Q to quit. So we've got that all installed. Right, what else shall we do? What shall we do? We've got Picasso. Shall we install Picasso next? I'll leave it up to you, chat. What shall we do next? So let's just check that I haven't missed anything in the chat. I started off using CLI Mate in 1996, but Dopus was so superior. Yeah, Pete, Dopus is pretty good, and it shows to this day it's still used and made for the PC. So it's a really efficient way of working. Really, especially so like when you think of Windows. I mean, Windows 11 is starting to get a little bit better, or Windows itself, in that now we've got tabbed like windows. So if I grab my tools, this now it's a step forward, definitely, in Windows, but the power of this, of having two columns to work on, you know, sort of like just file transfer, it's whoever came up with it, yeah, it was a genius move, because it just makes logical sense, really, of like, you know, you got two areas. I want to sort of like, you know, maybe move something from here to here, you know, I select that. I mean, even if you use the tab, you know, tab key, you can switch between them quickly. So if I want to just sort of like copy that to there, it goes back the other way. And as well, you know, the functionality down here and everything with sort of like, you know, like playing files, showing files, extracting things. So you got arc extract there. And yeah, so many tools, and all of this can be customized as well. That was the beauty of it. You could really streamline your setup in Dopus. So go on with Picasso. Sounds good. Okay, right, Baz. We'll do that. Was that a tabbed notepad? It has a tabbed notepad too. Really? Sorry. We got sidetracked. We're going on to Windows 11 here. There's a tabbed notepad now. Seriously. Oh my God, there is. Wow. Notepad has moved on. Oh, and it's got a gear as well. Oh my God. Ah, this is like one of their fancy app things. Oh, okay. So notepads. The only thing I hope with this is it's stable and it just works, because Notepad's one of those staple programs where you just want it to work and just open just like that, really. You don't want it to be bloated. So hopefully Windows 11, you know, or Microsoft does the right thing with that. Okay, Miss Love. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. How are we doing on time, actually? We're we're past the hour mark. I might need to have a break in a bit. I haven't been going for an hour. This is my first live stream, so yeah, this is the longest live stream that I've ever done. Okay, so Picasso. Oh, I could have done that into Opus. Right. So let's extract that out to, and we're in RAM disk there already, cool. And, oh, it's already extracted. Picasso's already extracted. Oh. Don't remember doing that. Okay. Weird. Ow! You know what? It's just... Where's it gone? Where's Picasso gone? There it is. It hasn't got an icon. Setup. There we go. We're going through the setup. So first install. Expert. Yeah. It's a complex piece of software. It is pretty amazing what it can do. Okay. Should we read the documentation? Don't think so. But it's selected the right one, which is good. Syslibs. Sysdev monitor. Preferences, yes. Yep, that's fine. This one always throws me. Another location. Let's just choose, because I haven't got that. Let's choose and put it somewhere. Yeah, let's just put it in there. Do you want to have the application copied to your hard drive? Drivers, yeah. Yep. 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 Don't think I need that. Yep. Yep. Proceed. And I've probably done something wrong. I know. Right, let's look back on the chat. Magellan 2, and it can be WP replacement. I'm now comfortable with it. Yeah. Yeah, I did hear about that Magellan thing. Yeah. Not used it really. Baz, I'm still on Windows 10. Yeah, a lot of people are still on Windows 10, which I've got configured to look like Windows 7. Oh, okay. Oh, what, like with the fancy, like the Start 7 and stuff, yeah. I think the new Win11 Notepad also supports Linux text files. That would be good. That's handy. WSL2 V2 can do it. Somebody saying no, sys system new. Oh, what, in that folder that I chose? Oops. Oh well, too late now. Never mind. So I think we need to do a reboot. Camilla, good evening. How are you? Welcome. Welcome to a reboot of the Amiga system. There we go. So yeah, for anybody that's just joined, we are playing around with setting up Amiga Workbench 3.2.2 on a Amiga 4000 to celebrate 4,000 subscribers, and I stupidly decided to do this all live, and it's going well, I think, at the moment. Touch wood. So yeah, so welcome. So we've got a nice setup, I think, of 3.2.2. We're just going to enable Picasso, and and this is going to then kick me out of the full window mode. I don't know, 800 by 600 is that. I want to make sure that I've got something good for the display. Yeah, see, that's too small. And then I want to make this full screen really, because under display, when you go to oh, of course there's the full window option. I always thought that was ignore me. Oh, put it on my wrong screen again. Ooh, oh. Want it on that screen, please. Please. I'd like it on that screen. I don't want it on that screen over there. I want it on the other one. Oh, where? What is it doing? Right, let's do a reset. Okay, then start. Okay, cool. Right, it's booting up on the right screen. Posh Paul, hello, how are you doing? Good to see you. We are messing around with Amiga 4000 that's being temperamental and going onto the wrong screen. So I'll switch it to that screen. Go okay. It goes, no, I want it on that screen. Maybe it's full screen. Nope. Sorry folks, you can't really see what's happening, but basically on the other screen, the RTG stuff's like not wanting to cooperate at all on the second screen. You need to change the monitor on the RTG side as well. Oh, thanks, Benny. Yes, yes, you're so right. You're so right. It's this option here, folks. Thank you, Benny. There we go. Cool. And then you can do integer scaling. Makes it a little bit better, but then there's a little box in the middle, doesn't it? So we need to find a nice resolution so it looks okay. Looks a bit up here, doesn't it? So I don't want it to be, I want it to be a low enough resolution so you can see it. That looks a bit better. Shall we go with that? I think we'll go with that. It's okay. RTG graphics. Right, okay, right. So we've got that installed. We've got that. I pushed the red button. Push the red button. iGame. We've got that all installed, but we're missing some games. So let's add a directory. And then let's look for my games. Where is my games? WHD load, there it is. Page 2. Games. Give that a reboot. Benny rules. Benny does rule. 1280 by 1024 I find is a sweet spot. Go to filters and drag the slider to one that makes the fonts look smoother. Oh yeah, that yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Benny. Yeah, we've got the filters and we've got the though. Does it work on RTG? No, I think that's just on native resolutions that the bilinear thing works. Unless, oh no. Aspect ratio. Yeah, stretches it out. Ugh. Automatic. So automatic's fine. And then let's do the 1280. Yeah, let's try that. Oh, what am I doing? Go into preferences. 1280 by 10 for 16-bit PC color. Let's just use that just to see. Yeah, it's not too bad, but I'm sure there's going to be a few people that are squinting at their screens now thinking, what's that say? Because that's a bit small for YouTube, I think. But yeah, let's change that back. Let's try that. Yeah, see, that's ugly. Absolutely ugly. Potentially go with that one. That's kind of okay-ish. Native and RTG. Does if you switch it to RGT at the top. For the filters. Thanks, Benny. You're good. That's better. Much better. So, it's fine to use, but not great for streaming. Yes, definitely, it weren't great for streaming. reaching for my glasses. It's okay. You don't have to reach for the glasses now because, yeah, that's a lot better. But, yeah, 800 by 600 is the best. Yeah, SVGA is the best. Shall we go with that? See, now with the filter on. Yeah, it looks okay, don't it? I think I'm happy with that. UAE nerd. Cool. Well, yeah, we've got some games. I don't really. Oh, shall we play some games? I mean, I'm feeling pretty tired now, to be honest. We've been going for an hour and 20 minutes. I think that's been pretty good. I think we might stop there with the WinUAE stuff, but yeah, I mean, hopefully you've enjoyed this. I don't know how to end a live stream. I guess I just click the button and I disappear. Gone into the ether. Has everybody enjoyed that anyway? Has that been good? Hopefully you've learnt something, learnt from my mistakes, and hopefully you can do it much faster than me. Call it a day if you're knackered, Mikey. Yeah, I am starting to feel... I haven't had any dinner yet, actually. Look at the time, and here in the UK it's 20 past 8, and yeah, I'm getting a bit hungry, so I need to cook something. Yeah, but it's been good, actually, this live stream stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm finding it interesting. When's the next stream? Oh, I don't know. I haven't got any schedule at all or anything. Not going to make us wait till 5,000. Yes, Miss Love, I'm going to make you wait until 5,000. Actually, no, it's going to be 6,000 because of the Amiga 6000 model that never came out. Baz, yeah, good stream. Oh, thank you, Baz. Yeah, nice one, Mikey. Thank you, Posh Paul. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. yeah, something different. And as well, really, we've gone through an Amiga OS 3.2 install, and I think we've got to a fairly good setup, really. You know, you got to the stage of where you can play some games if you want, and you've got a nice, good set of tools to use in Workbench. So yeah, it's pretty nice setup, really, I think. So let's have a look at the chat. Will you show us an Amiga Walker at 5,000? Yeah, can do. You're awful. What? That I said 6,000. No. We'll probably have a live stream. We'll see. I've got to plan more in things really that's suited for a live stream, I think. Tutorials and live streams, I guess, don't really go that well, do they? Really, especially as I script stuff. It's going to be interesting. If you want more retro, go to filter and set extra settings, scan lines, offset. Oh, right, scan lines, yes. So it's a debatable thing, scan lines. I know that people have very strong opinions about scan lines and emulation. So I tend to, in my videos, I avoid scan lines because I know that people will be upset with scan lines being in there. But then there's some people that really like scan lines. So yeah, it's in the options. It's in this extra settings stuff. So yeah, scan lines. So as you can see, it's gradually darkening the screen. So yeah, you can have the level of the scan line as well, the offset and the lines. So yeah, there's the scan line. I wonder how that's working in the live stream. I bet that's all kind of weird light effects there. So I'm gonna let's put it all back. There we go. So without scan lines. But yeah, it's personal preference really if you want scan lines or not. Just don't throw any more Raspberry Pis at the wall. Oh, me? No, I never throw Raspberry Pis against walls. I'm looking at the Raspberry Pi right now as we speak. Yeah, it's still in one piece. It's okay for the moment. I think it's still got the DOS stuff on there. The DOS UAE, not DOS UAE, the DOSbian stuff. That was a good video to do. I enjoyed the DOSbian stuff. So let's have a look at the chat. So yes, Miss Love, I will try not to throw things against the wall. Maybe do a tutorial on PPC on the Amiga in WinUAE. Never got that working here. Yeah, it's tricky. PPC, yeah, a little bit tricky. You gotta get your right ROMs and stuff. So yeah, that's definitely something that I will look into. I'd just rather buy a CRT than use scan lines. Well, if you can buy a CRT and you've got the space for your CRT, then go for it, Baz. Because yeah, really, I haven't got the space for a CRT, and as well, you know, they're failing, and they're not the easiest thing to sort of like work on and repair, to be honest. CRTs. So I've never bothered with scan lines. So Spinning Ball, I've never bothered with scan lines. I played around with them in MAME and could never get them to look right. Yeah, so it is personal preference thing, and yeah, it's basically trying to emulate a CRT screen. So yeah, as Bas says, the perfect thing is to buy a CRT screen if that kind of thing is important to you. Then Yeah, it tries to emulate scan lines, but it is a difficult thing to do. This is a light scanline effect. Yeah, what I did earlier, that was pretty light. I have a A600 PyStorm, works well. Oh yeah, the PyStorm. Yeah, that'll be interesting, that would. Yeah, installing OS 4.1 on PPC is a pain. Okay. Got PPC working in the real world, Bliss PPC for the win. Okay. Yeah. So folks, I think I'm going to call it a day there. So thank you for watching. Have fun. And I will see you hopefully in another video. I've got one video lined up. I've got loads of ideas for other videos, but it's so time consuming making videos and getting things right. So you just got to bear with me in making the videos. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, I've got to find where the stop button is now on this. It's not in the Amiga. That would be cool. Actually, if we had streaming software in the Amiga, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? All right, Mike, take care. Thanks for the stream. That's okay, Baz. Stream fun. Looking forward to the next one. Yeah, it's good. It's all good. Just got to find the right window. Right, so there we go. So I found the end stream button now, folks. So I'm going to say goodbye now. And yeah, take care, everybody. Have a good evening. And I will see you in another one. Right. Ciao.